update time. I've got, well, this will be the only video where I'm going to update on both the Roadrunner and my Cranky build. From here on out, there'll be separate videos updating each thing. I've got both builds going, just no time, because I've been working and working. I mean, I had Thanksgiving Day off, but that was spent with family and all that, and I did manage to squeeze in an hour, or a couple hours actually, on Thanksgiving evening, but then I worked Friday, Saturday. I managed to get a Sunday off, which is rare. I work Sundays typically too. And because I work, well, I don't know, I think I mentioned it in another video, I'm not sure, but I picked up a second job. I'm working at a machine shop as well as my normal job, so I could have worked today, but daggone, I need a day off. So anyway, so not a lot of progress, but progress, surprising progress for what little I've been able to squeeze in. I hope to do a lot today, actually, but I want to show where I'm at. Let's see, let's go to it. I'm going to get to the Roadrunner first because there's not a lot to show. I have got, I took a lot of advice that people gave me on my last video. Thank you all very much. I did pick up a lot of good ideas. I think I'm pretty well kind of got my formulation here. I did go ahead and strip the wheels. You know, I took the plunge, they're stripped. So the body, I ended up going back and smoothing it. I integrated the bumper. I've got a little bit of filling left to do, just a tiny bit, just some cracks. But the rear bumper is completely molded in. The front bumper, I actually, I took all the detail off of it, smoothed it, and got it real flush mounted, so all that's going to be painted. And then the body's ready to paint. And the interior is completely base coated now, nice and thorough. Chassis, I mean, it's the model is almost at the point of just ready to start painting everything, and then I can assemble. So I've made good progress. This model is all about the paint job and graphics and look. You know, it's not a lot of detail or nothing. It's just, you know, it's for me to. I'm just concentrating on paint and stuff on this model more than anything. Paint, look, and stance, and all that graphics. All right, and then over to the other half of the bench, I've got the Cranky build, and I've made some progress. You know, I basically started over on this thing, so this is a lot of progress actually. I'm going to use the stock frame. Of course, the body's just sitting on there. It's not going to be like a banana. I'm using the stock frame, so this stuff's just sitting up on the frame. I thought that would make it a lot easier to take care of all the body and keep. I want to keep it as looking as much like a 50 Chevy as possible. I've got a lot of the structural work done underneath. It's mocked up right now. One issue I've been having is getting the wheelbase correct. These wheels need to come forward. That's, I don't know if you can see that little line in there. That's the center line of I want my center line of my wheels. So these got to come forward still. I've been doing some hacking and cutting, but it's been a big guessing game. Same with the back. I got to go 1/4 inch. I got that marked on these pieces right here, which are kind of setting those dimensions, but those are going to be replaced with telescopic. I got some aluminum rod and with a piece of styrene that's real nice and snug. So I'll actually be replacing these with some telescopic pieces, and they will hinge on both ends. So I can twist my drive or my axle. Let me show that. So I can twist my axles to the angle that I need those to be on each side. I'll show the other one. These axles need to be twisted to a certain angle and to get the wheelbase and the ride height. So that's been a battle, but I've pretty well got it now. I know where I need to be, but I can use those pieces to actually set everything, my telescopic pieces under here, and swivel, set all that, and then I can really go to town on my shocks and supports and engine and drivetrain, gearbox, transfer case, blah blah blah. It's going to be rear engine with a rearward facing, you know, the one from the Bigfoot kit, which is the 460 Ford SVO that's been bored to 572, the big monster. And that crankcase or transfer case, whatever you want to call it, gearbox, is going to be sitting up in here, so I'll have to figure all that out. Which is, I'm going to do that next after I get these set. Then I'll worry about my shocks and supports and swiveling components and all that kind of stuff. So basically, everything down here is scratch built. but I'm using the original frame and all that to make this part easy. And it's going to be, I've got my engine, most of the components are sanded, filed, and a lot of it has already been black enameled and everything, because I'm going to be, there's going to be a lot of metallic color components. I'm going to use a central seat. It's going to be in the middle. The motor will be sticking up out of the bed, but it's actually going to be, a majority of it's going to be below the bed, inside of a cage I'm building to support the motor. But the upper part of the motor will be up into, coming up out of the bed. And that's where I'm at. The wheels are just black enameled as well, because I think I don't know if I'm going to chrome them or what I'm going to do, but I went ahead and they're not going to be black. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. So I've made some good progress, but it's trying to get everything mocked up to what I know I need to do as far as the wheelbase and everything. It's like trying to stack spaghetti, You can only tape and hold so much together to mock up something without it falling all apart like a house of cards. But, as you can see, I've got it somewhat mocked up there, somewhat close to the ride height, aside from the fact that things are just kind of laying on there. And now I can go to town. But I got a lot of scratch building still to do, but I got plenty of materials now to do it, and that's where I'm at. I've got some surprises, a couple surprises I'm going to do to this thing, but they're way down, down the road. So it's obviously I got a lot of work to do. So it'll be fun to watch, to see where, to see the progress on this. I'll try to take some pictures and stuff and do some slideshows along the way, kind of showing. I want to stick to the original or 50 Chevy look as I can. There we go. Anyway, that's my update for Sunday. Like I said, progress is slow. I am making progress. I mean, I'm just kind of forcing myself to get started, but it's fun. I've been having fun. It's all been fun. I'm really enjoying the scratch building aspect of the truck, and I'm really looking forward to the painting part of the Roadrunner. So, just got to make use of my time. You know how it is out there, guys, especially at this time of year. But Daddy's got to work and pay for an airbrush booth. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Till then, peace. Keep it drama free, and I'll see y'all next go round.